injected back into the day shift as a day shift supervisor.
Okay. Where is Officer Defina scheduled?
He's gonna be.
Is he on the street now?
Yes.
Okay.
But with an FTO for 2 days, I think it is. Then he's on vacation.
Two more days. That's the end.
2 more days.
That ends that FTO process.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's my understanding he's the only one that's had to go through this.
I mean, the only one that's had to go through it.
That has been out of work for an extended period of time and then has had to come back and go through that? Because that's
So the client had to go through an FTO process when he came. If anybody...
No, I know, but he wasn't here and then left and came back. Right. He wasn't here, went out with an illness, came back, or had a problem and came back. But it's my understanding that the only one that has had to go through this process, that it was previously employed here or was out for an extended period of time, is this guy.
I don't have that answer.
Not that I'm aware of, we're treating everybody the same. Anybody that comes on, whether they're brand new or whether they've been out for a while or whether they come from another agency, gets at least the basics of the FTO. Matter of fact, this was discussed between with the union, who thought it was also a good idea to do that.
Who's the guy that was in it? It's my understanding there was an employee that was out on an injury for an extended period of time, months and months and months, and came back and did not have to go through an FTO process, did not have to read the book AOMs from front to back. If you know who I'm talking about, I'm not going to throw the name out there, but there was somebody that got hurt physically, was physically injured, and had to come back.
Maybe we talk about it non-public, they're on the line.
Yeah, I'm not using any.
I know, but be careful when you go with that.
That's been my understanding. I just want to make sure this guy's all done. He's back on the street within a couple of days here.
Yep.
Yeah, yes, that's what I was trying to say, Commissioner. He's just got these 2 days that he's going to go on the road with an FTO real quick, and then he's on vacation.
On the road with an FTO.
Get caught back up on the changes in the laws, changes in procedures, some of the procedures that have changed in the time he was out.
But that's pretty rougher, as opposed to...
No, and I can tell you that Attorney Cahill thought it was a good idea also. Having been informed.
That doesn't sway me in any way,
no.
in my
no.
opinion. But
no.
not that I'm discouraging him, but I'm just saying, so this guy's going to be out there in a couple of days. Where's he going?
He's got 2 days left on the FTO program.
Okay, and then where's he?
He's going to be going into the evening shift slot that is vacant right now to make that shift whole, if you will. Because currently, right now, I have a detective assigned to evenings.
So you can put the detective back?
I can put him back in working, doing detective stuff on evenings. It's their normal evening rotation,
right.
But instead of being in their office doing their follow-ups, they're on the road in a uniform.
Right.
Is the detective doing supervisory duties when he's in?
Not always. No. Not always. What's that?
He doesn't do supervisory.
They can. You know, I see. Yes. I'm not understanding.
He doesn't take a supervisor slot on a shift, in other words.
Not always. No.
But he does
from time to time,
or yes, they do on occasion.
When needed, yes.
As needed, yes, sir.
Now, with all of this, is there any way that the third car, there's a car designated on the west side?
Only on certain days.
Still.
There's a designated car, but it's
yeah,
split between north and west.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to go that discussion again because we beat it to death, but it's still that same way. With
yes,
doing the northern portion and also doing the west side.
When I only have 2 cars on, yes, ma'am.
Why don't we put an officer back? Why don't we put Defina back into the school as an SRO and pull a sergeant that's a supervisor doing SRO duties out and put them into rotation and put them out on the streets so we can have a supervisor in uniform.
That I haven't discussed with you in non-public session.